I put in the wrong jack for my for my mic. Whoops. Anyways, good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I forgot to change my audio jack because I have several microphones and I sometimes forget which jack that I'm using. Whoopsies. Yes, I was very speechless. That's why. That's why you guys couldn't hear me. But hello, good morning. How is everybody doing today? And is it? It is a fine morning. Oh, you're working? Oh, good luck in your work, please. I'm doing great, thank you for asking. Just a little busy. Yes. Today will be another great day. Ohayou gozaimasu, Sumu-san. Ohayou gozaimasu. You're about to get lunch? That's great. Make sure to get something yummy. Which reminds me, did you guys eat breakfast yet? Did you guys eat breakfast? And no, I'm not talking about coffee. That's a liquid. I'm talking about something that you chew on. You did? What did you eat? A whole pot of coffee. That's not a breakfast. That's great. Oh, you woke up late. That's understandable. Sometimes we need our beauty sleeps, right? I mean, right? Yeah, sometimes we just need that extra hours of sleep. No shame in that. Today, I ate some bread. I had ham wrapped bread. Bread wrapped ham. Bread wrapped around ham with some ketchup. Sorry, I confused myself for a second. Cheese, bread, eggs, tomatoes, and cucumbers. Ooh, okay. Someone's doing healthily breakfast. I didn't have breakfast, but I had coffee and cereal for lunch. Won't have dinner after work. What do you mean won't have dinner for after work? Yes, you will. That is an order. Yes, you will have dinner. What you mean? I'm proud of you for having cereal at least. You better eat some dinner. No, you won't. Eat something good. Eat something hearty. Ooh, mango yogurt drink and some chips. You know what? It is a drink, but this sounds pretty healthy. And that actually sounds really good too. I kind of want some too. Eggs, bacon, and cottage cheese. Ooh, cottage cheese. I never had cottage cheese before. Then again, I can't really tell the difference between different types of cheeses. So probably just tastes like cheese. Yeah. Okay, if it's an order, I guess I'll use cheese or something. Yeah, exactly. Get some proteins and fats. I'm actually not sure if cheese has proteins or fats. It's got something in it. That's good enough. It's got calorie value. Oh, yes, please. I will love some yogurts. Like mango. What was it again? Mango yogurt drink. I really like drinks more than foods. Well, much as I love food, you know, I gotta have some like sweet peach tea or juice or refreshers or something. I always crave them. Hello, welcome in. Wait, what? Welcome in. I don't know why I said welcome in. I read your name and I was like, welcome in, and then I started and then welcome Pin, because your name is Local Pin. So I was like, welcome Pin. It's early, guys. It's early. You can't blame me. Cheeses are mostly fat. Cottage cheese is high in protein. Oh. Should I eat cottages from now on? I love cottagecore. Man, cottagecore folks must have a lot of proteins. They must have a lot of muscles. But it's good to hear that you guys all had some good breakfast. I'm very proud of you. I'm super duper proud of you. Good job. Great job. Well, is your house cottagecore? I bet not. I bet y'all live in some kind of just houses. Just regular old houses or apartment or something. You be a muscular cottagecore lady. No, thank you. I don't want to be. I don't want to be muscular. My breakfast is cookies and chalky milk. Ooh! Cookies! Chalky milk! I love them both. Oh wait, I forgot. You guys ready for our hourly, our monthly gacha? Yo, let's go! Ooh, 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 ooh. Congratulations! Yay! Congrats! Yippee! Wait, but there's more! There's more! Hey yo, hey, welcome! Welcome in! My goodness, so many new membership folks. Welcome in. You guys are sweet toots. Yippee! I forgot to do this last week. Parents, buddy! Hey, I literally have J-O-B unlike you. And besides, I didn't use any pennies. YouTube already gives me 10 free memberships to gift every single month. So that's what I gave you guys. Besides, it's a great chance to know what membership in Miki Kokoa's channel is like. You know, they get to experience it. And if they like it, maybe they can renew it. It's all depending on you guys. It is unfortunately randomized, so that's why I call it membership gacha. But hey, congrats to whoever got it. I It's a good day. But hopefully you guys can get to watch me go live for membership streams. It's every Sunday. Every Sunday is our membership streams. Yes, of course, I'm very, very generous. Anyways, yes. So that concludes our monthly membership gacha. Stay you know, stay in the channel if you want to know what September is gonna look like. Hey, that's okay because the VOD will still be up. So if you do work on Sunday, you can probably watch it for like some other day or something. Yeah. If membership is a gacha and a payment, does this mean that I'm a whale? You'd be a whale that I'd be very, very thankful for. Thanks to those who pay for the membership, I get to plan cool new contents. I very much appreciate it, Kumilo. Thank you so much for the 1 month membership. And so goes for every folks. For the members, indeed. And for those who are just here to support me either way, I also thank you. Anyways, that's not why you're here today. Today we're here to keep me company. If you guys don't already know, my fall semester is just around the corner. It's just around the corner. Digital Ghost, thank you so much for the membership for 7 months. Goodness, has it been that long already? But yes, it's just around the corner. And it's unfortunately going to be an internship type of class. Well, class, I tell you. But it's literally an internship. Unpaid internship. My condolences. Thank you, Ming. Thank you. I appreciate it. But yes, so it's going to be every single day except for weekends, basically. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's going to be around let's see. I'm trying to count it. Around 9 to 10 hours each day. So, but I did tell good news, guys. I am going to I gave my workplace their 2 weeks. I give them my 2 weeks. But there are actually a lot of workers are quitting as well. So that's why I've been like, maybe this is not a good time to tell the manager about it, since everybody else is quitting, you know, one by one. But so that's why I've been talking to the manager, and I told her, hey, I'm gonna give her my 2 weeks. Cause she was talking about having a lot of interviews lately. So I was like, okay, so maybe I shouldn't feel too guilty about it. No. My manager is the sweetest person ever. So I told her, and she was like, could you give us like a little bit more time? And I was like, yes, of course. I'll give you as much as time as you need because I feel very, very guilty. So I gave her like a 1 month. I gave her like 1 month. And we came to the conclusion that I'll be focusing more on my education. Cause my quote unquote scholarship, I have to put like reports in order to keep getting the scholarship. After every single evaluation that I get, I have to put in reports, which takes a lot of time. So I was like, okay, maybe this really isn't possible anymore. I really was just kind of trying to like wing it and just do it like I usually do. But, you know, I'm not really at that age anymore. My physical bodily functions are being old and not very working anymore. So I must. And it's really physically draining too, like the workplace. Even though they do pay me nicely. Not maybe too nicely. Like a minimum wage job, you know? So like, it was good, but I kinda need the time to focus on my actual future. Cause that was doing for like financial stances, right? Yeah. So I won't have any means of income after I do. But this is why I saved up a lot of money so I can still plan on doing contents and everything. So you don't have to worry about a single thing, guys. I'm just trying to update you guys so you know what's going on. Exactly. Sometimes you should be Sometimes you should be prioritizing yourself. Yeah. Sometimes you should be prioritize yourself for your own mental and physical well-being. I did it, guys. I did it. You're such a strong and independent, mature adult. Thank you. I had to be ever since very little. Because I was the oldest. My parents were both busy, so I had to kind of step up my games. Yes, it is. Good morning, Paladin. Good morning. I thank you. And I'm also very proud of you guys too. I'm sure you guys are doing wonderfully and doing your best where I cannot see. But I know you always are, so do not worry, I see you. Aka-san, ohayou gozaimasu. Haro. Ohayo, sekai, good morning, world. Yay! Well, yes. But after that, I can finally graduate from classes from my school. I get to finally graduate with the diploma and everything. Finally! Oh, goodness Christ. Oh, and the summer classes are going good too. Well, not classes. My summer semester, it's one class. One class is going very well too. I got like almost a 90 in my last exam. I'm very, very proud of myself. I'm studying hard. Is this internship classes the only classes left? Yes. Yes, the upcoming fall semester of 2026 is going to be my last semester. Actually, I don't have any college debt because my parents are paying all of it for me. I'm a little bit spoiled, guys. I'm a little spoiled. W know that. Yeah, exactly. Hey. That's why they're working so very hard to pay for our educations, me and my brothers. You should throw a celebration party. Yes! We should! I'm gonna continue drinking my wine that I still haven't finished. We'll treat them to a full table of Korean barbecue then. Heck yeah, I love to. I'm a little nervous though, cause it's real life from there on. What do I do? What do I do? On my stomach. You can drink? Buddy, I'm 23. I've been past 21 for the longest. What do you mean? I'm not 18 years old. I'm literally 23. Buddy, old pal. They think you're a baby. I'm not a baby. I'm about to graduate from school. Well, I mean, not school, college. If that's what they made you kind of a little confused. Don't worry about future. I graduated a month ago. I have no clue what I'm doing. Hey, that's alright. That's alright. We all start somewhere. Right? Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to get a GOV. I don't want to get a GOV. My cousin is older than you and they haven't touched a single job. Well, good for them. That's kind of like the abnormality of being in that age if you haven't drank. No worries, Annie. Welcome in. Took me a year after university to find a job. Still working on it 4 years later. Oh. Honestly, we're just at a place where jobs are a little bit more difficult to find. We're just at that age. Jobs are not that bad, but I still wanna stream, and I feel like I'm gonna be so exhausted if I do both. And given the same amount of effort and challenges and everything I've gotten to 2 different places, I'm gonna have to give up one or the other at one point, right? It really depends on how well I do and perform, you know? I'm scared. Because I don't want to give up on VTubing. But it's just that kind of stuff. Yeah, the job market today is very, very cruel. Everything is red ocean. To be honest, I'm not really scared about not getting a job because I am actually very confident on my abilities and the experiences that I already have. So I'm not scared on that part. I just really hope I don't give up on VTubing and music, you know? Well, I have to financially support myself. What do you mean don't get a job? That it's not that simple. If only if it was. Well, if you only do it 3 times a week, then you're not gonna grow from your channel. That's the thing. It's practically impossible because you have to do it consistently. Even the ones who are doing like every single day with for how many hours still don't grow for whatever reason. You know, the key to being successful is being consistent, and only being able to do 3 days per week is, well, practically impossible. So that's where like the difficulties come along, you know? Yeah, but then again, you know, I could probably do like very late evenings. But then like I also have to focus on my job, and it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, unfortunately, my term of success is being at the top of the world. So practically, basically, it's not looking very bright for me. Not very well. So I'm trying to find a way, because I haven't even experienced it for myself yet. So I don't know how exhausted I'm gonna be, right? So I don't know. I haven't really experienced it. So I probably should experience it first and then try to see. But if it turns out the way that I think it's going to be, then I'm gonna have to think long and hard about what my life is gonna be looking like. I really wish, but I get exhausted very easily. And to the point that I have chronic exhaustion, I feel like. Because I'm always tired. I have been working very, very hard ever since student years. So I am constantly in an exhaustion. And I take a lot of naps and sleeps and everything, but it doesn't really seem to go away. Are you telling me to take drugs? Are you doing drugs? I hope not. That's not a very healthy way of recovering. Caffeine is technically a drug. Okay, caffeine is fine. I love by Monster Orange Sunrise. Supplements? I don't like pills. Bleh. They made me cough. Oh yeah, I always put myself first, definitely. You don't need to worry about that. I always do. I take breaks when needed. Oh, actually, I've been wanting to talk about this. My way of relieving stress and time to like cool down and everything, I play the things that I used to like flash games. And recently, I started playing Animal Crossing again on my personal account. You know, I've been wanting to play it for the longest. I love Animal Crossing. You know, the one that the one that I came out for Nintendo Switch when the Nintendo Switch first came out. That one, yeah. Yeah, sometimes you watch Crayon Shin-chan movies too. I love those. Those kept me through all the childhoods that I had. Makes me very happy. But for Animal Crossing, I'm a little bit of a toxic player. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, like the starter villagers, when you first play the game. Like the first two villagers that you start out with at the island. I kinda repeat the process until I get the villager that I like. And if they look like a little bit unhinged or I'm gonna be very straightforward, they're ugly. The ugly villagers, I kinda start over. And the beginning process is so long. They start out with like introducing the process of what it is, like the island getaway project. And then they ask for your name, they ask for your birthday, and then they ask for what your appearance looks like. And you choose which island that you're going to live in. Oh, and which hemisphere you're on. What country you live in. Well, not a country, continent. And then you choose what to bring when you get stranded on an island, which has no impact on your game whatsoever. And then you have to skip the very front prologue promotional video, and you have to watch the video give an announcement as you fly over to the island and you drop, you see the islanders, the very beginning two villagers. If you see even one gorilla or a zebra or a horse or a frog, like the one purple or a hamster that looks a little unhinged, you turn it off and you repeat the process. I did this for like at least 100 times, and I'm not even joking. I literally did it. I literally did it for like 100 times. The frogs are cute. I agree, the certain ones, but the ones that is, you know, like the purple one, like really long eyelashes. Yeah, that one I don't really like. Now it all depends on their personality types. The very first two villagers, one is going to be the sassy girl type, and one is gonna be like the muscle exercising addicted one. So one girl, one boy. Honestly, I didn't really care what sassy character that I got, as long as I have this one sheep character for the boy one. I forgot his name. Let me check. I don't know what his English name is. His name is Dom. And his Korean name is Chadur. His English name is Dom, and his Japanese name is Chachamaru. Chachamaru. And he's so cute. He looks like a loser. I love him so much. He looks like he's about to burst into tears at any moment. That's what I love about him so much. I love him. He's my little guy. He's my little guy. That's my little guy. Dumb. That's a mana guy. Wait, Miki, you didn't reroll sweet tooths, right? What do you mean? I don't have any sweet tooths on my island. What do you mean? You guys are you guys that should come in, you know? You guys are you guys. But what I reroll for are data packs that I want specifically. I'm drinking Monster Sunrise, Ultra Sunrise for breakfast. I need my caffeine because I have a lot to do today. I have to pick up something, and then I have to apply for insurance, then apply for applications for the internship things. I have a lot to finish today, so I'm gonna need this caffeine. So don't come around and yell at me for drinking Monster, okay? Hello, good morning, Stigman. Good morning, good morning. It is a good morning. I hope you've been doing well, eating some good breakfast. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. I haven't gotten too far on that game though, because I've only been playing for like 1 hour each day. And there's like a stereotypical Koreans that play this game, is that they're so freaking workaholic. They finish all the tasks they can in one single day. And sometimes they even pay off all their house fees in one single day. That's how workaholic they are, guys. Even my parents, They're such a workaholic. I don't know how they do it. I personally don't even go that far. But I do always finish like the quests that you have to finish before the day goes by, because then they're gonna go under construction and you have to wait a whole day. You know, that's why I guess if you look at it that way, I guess I kind of am a workaholic, but not as bad as the other stereotypical Koreans. You know? Oh yes, it is lunchtime soon. Well, in 2 hours, yeah. They probably would. Honestly, they would. And they care a lot about efficiencies too. Like how speedy they can be and how much they can finish within the very short amount of time with the efficiencies. And then how much work that you can done. And how much time you put in it. Like every single thing combined into one little thing and smudged into one core, and that's Korean. And they're like, they just have to get things done. So much efficiency. They care so much about efficiency. I've seen some folks that plays Stardew Valley, and they got into like the very ending of the game. Like the golden statue, I think it was called, within like the first year or so, if I remember correctly. Yeah. My grandma is a Korean and finishes all of her Animal Crossing dailies. That's like the bare minimum. That's the bare minimum. What are you talking about? The dailies? Dailies? Those are bare minimum. You have to go above and beyond. Of course she isn't Korean, because if she were, she would have paid off all her debt in one single day. And gone to the ending within the first week. They don't care about healing. They care about efficiency. They want to see the ending as soon as possible. Even though Animal Crossing is a healing game, they don't care about healing. It's all about efficiency. They just want to see things get done by the book as quickly as possible. That's why they're so impatient. You know that? That's why they're so impatient. They use the close button in elevators. That's why I had so much culture shock when I first came here. I got in the elevator and nobody is closing the button. Nobody is pressing the close button in the elevators. Why? Do you not want to get to one destination a little bit more quicker? You want to watch the elevator door just sitting there doing nothing until it closes? Like, they're so chill. They don't care a single thing. They're just there. Our mind is like busily moving every single time. Like, you have to do this, and you have to do this, and how to do this without going past this, and doing this, and 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 this. You know, and then the Americans are like, yeah, boy. Yeah, I'm gonna get a coffee, gonna go to work, and then I buy some lunch. I wonder what I should eat for lunch. You know, they're a lot more chill. They're not as busily thinking and moving and worried about the future as much, which I'm actually really very jealous about. I wish I was chill like that. I want to be a chill guy. My Korean senpai? My Korean senpai at work and at the office is always talking about efficiency would be a good light novel title. You basically waste 5 seconds of your life. Exactly. And do you know what 5 seconds it's going to accumulate to by the time you die? Probably a lot of years, I tell ya. What if there's a person 10 meters away running for the elevator? Then 10 meters? 10 meters is not a problem. They can, if they wanted to get in the elevator from 10 meters, then they probably should have been here a little bit more quicker. You close the door right away. Once you close the door, you wave them goodbye. Bye-bye. You better catch the next one. Because you know what? They probably wouldn't even see them waving at the freaking door. You wouldn't even see them waving at you. Because it's 10 meters. Run faster! I just let my future take me wherever I go. I have already stopped thinking for the future. It hurts my head. You know what? That's good enough. That's okay. That's alright. Because I'm constantly worried about my future. You know, cause I always feel like I'm running out of time. And I think that's like my toxic trait. I always feel like I'm running out of time. There's not enough time in this world. Even though I'm still in my 23, soon I'm gonna be 24, and then 25, and then 26, and then 27, 28, 29, 30s, and then my life is over. My prime is over. I'm done for. You know, I want to accomplish many things as much as possible. So I feel like I have done something with my life. You know, buy a watch. Gee, why haven't I thought of that? Gee. Basically speedrun. I say you've already done a lot. Well, I don't know, maybe I'm being too ambitious. Maybe I'm being too ambitious about my life. Maybe I have too much big dreams. You know? Maybe I should be a little bit more older to be able to accomplish certain things. I don't know. I don't know. I want to see the sun. I don't want to feel the sunlight. I want to see the sun for myself. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm too ambitious for my own good. Because not everybody can see the sun for themselves. If there's people that gets to see the sun, there's always going to be people who can only feel the sunlight in their whole entire lives. And I'm scared of that. Then I won't be able to experience all the things that I want to. I'm not saying that I'm going to ignore the journey there though. I'm not saying that. Because even if you do have big dreams and don't ignore the journey, you're still not gonna be able to see the sun for some folks. If you're not lucky. Okay, I'm just gonna stop having this kind of conversation because clearly you guys are just want to tease me all about it. Never mind, I take every single thing back. I don't want to talk about it anymore. No, not just being a VTuber. Being a VTuber is extremely easy. Anybody can be a VTuber if they wanted to. It's what you become with it is what matters for me. Unfortunately, being an idol is kind of a race. Do you know how many idols that doesn't really make it big and they just disband and have to kind of like forget about being like music career altogether? That's what I'm extremely terrified of. I don't know how to spend the early half of my life fixing a lot, but I didn't have the best start. 30s have been my best and most freedom of my life. Just to say getting older does not mean the end. Yeah, but it also has to come due to doing like idol culture, you know? Like I can't be too old. You know what I mean? And at some point I'm going to have to just meet the reality of my situation. And that reality probably won't be the dream that I want to live, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? And who made those rules? Oh, the people who probably founded the idol culture. I don't know. There was a clip of a 49-year-old Vtuber, and that person probably doesn't have the same dream and goal as I do. Like, I'm not trying to compare myself to other VTubers. I'm trying to think of myself as a person that I want to become, not trying to compare myself to other VTubers. You know? Well, you can't really promise, you know? You can't really promise that kind of future. You know? It's all just caramelized sugar. You know what I mean? Yeah, I am me. Me's I. But anyways, I feel like I'm being too salty again. I'm being too sappy and salty and dramatic. I'm sorry guys, I didn't mean to talk about it like that. I just wanted to talk about what's going on. And what you guys should be expecting at one point. And good morning, Gardy. Welcome in. I know you guys probably didn't come here to hear me get all sappy anyways. I'm sorry, guys. My apologies, guys. That's not what I meant to do. But yeah, that's just been what I've been going on in my head. I feel like I feel like I talk about it way too much though. I should probably stop. I shouldn't be having this conversation if I want to grow as a person though. And career-wise too. I shouldn't be. It won't attract people. It's not something that you would be attracted to. Like I'm dumping on you guys. I apologize, guys. I shouldn't be doing this. Sad girl failure, Miki. Oh god. I'm scared. But yeah, just catching up with you guys. I guess so. I want to be chill about it too, but I just can't. It's just not how I grew up as. But yeah. Anyways. So how you guys doing? So how you guys doing, huh? I'm just gonna sip on my orange sunrise ultra monster. Oh my goodness. Oh, ketchup rice with chicken and eggs. Congrats. That sounds really good. Oh yeah, I bought some goodies not too long ago. It's been a while. You know, I don't think I've ever actually bought like goods. Like merches. I bought merches not too long ago. They're pretty good. I finally got an acrylic stand of someone that I've been looking up to lately. I had to think long and hard for myself. Should I be getting this? It's my Oshi. She's my Oshi. She sings really well. I got like badges. Acrylic stand, like photo cards of him. And I bought their voice pack recently too. And it came with a little picture, and it was like, oh, she's so cool. She's so cool. I wanna collab with her one day. I don't know. I have never gotten merchers of anyone before. This is my first time that I ever ordered a merch of someone else's. Like, I have never ever done it before. And I almost didn't either because it was actually quite pricey. It was like, I think altogether it was like 60 to 70 bucks altogether. It was just like a really short voice pack, you know. So I was like, ooh, I should buy this because the only reason that I bought it is because they had a Twitter post about having like a signed picture, like personally hand signed, given randomly to the person who buys the voice pack. So I was like, oh, I should. I want to, I should, and I will. And then I got it. And that was like, after buying that voice pack, and I was like, maybe I should just buy the whole merch, you know? I mean, I already bought the voice pack, which is only like, what, $5 or something? And I was like, I mean, I already went and bought the voice pack, then I could probably just buy the whole merch of her. And I really hope I get the voice pack thing. I really hope. I want to see her hand signature. I want to see what perfume she uses. She's a girl, man. You know, but it's like, at first, when it first came out, I was like, ooh, should I? And I was like, and then when I like put it in my cart, it was like, oh, it's not that bad. I'm gonna buy the whole thing. And like the badges and everything, the pins. And then I went to go see and check it out, you know, from the card. I see the shipping fees, and it's exactly the time as the whole merch price itself. So it was like $35 of merch and then $35 of shipping fee. And I was like, ooh, ooh, maybe not. I can't really afford this right now. Maybe in the future, you know? And so I was like, yeah, maybe not. And then the voice pack came out, and I was like, ooh, okay, this has no shipping fee because it's just electronic file. I don't have to pay for shipping fee. And then it was like, ooh, but if I bought the voice pack, then I might as well just buy the whole merch. And then I just bought it. I got paid not too long ago, actually, too. It's all good, it's all good. But I don't see myself doing it ever again. I just don't use money for merches. I just don't. It's not quote-unquote efficient of me. You know what I mean? Like, it's not needed. But I've never wanted something so much before that I actually just went and bought it. I'm very strong, like, I can control myself very well, right? When it comes to that kind of things. But this time, my body took a hold of my body. Like, my mind was just thrown out the window. My urge overtook my body and just like, click! What? And then it arrived not too long ago, and I'm very, very happy. It's very, very high quality. I love it so much. She's so beautiful. She sings so well. She's my idol. And it also came with this bubble wrap. Give me a bubble wrap. I'm very, very happy because... Yay! I love these little things. I'm gonna keep it. If you ever go to an artist alley, Miki, your wallet will be in danger. Oh, I've been into conventions like once or twice. I think twice. And there was an artist alley, and I spent like around $300 on Mitsuri March. Like Kanroji Mitsuri from Demon Slayer. I bought like a whole bunch of merch of those while in Mitsuri cosplay. It was crazy. I was like, I'm gonna buy her, and like I'm buying myself. I love her so very much. I just have really fond, you know, feelings towards pink-haired girls with that sort of personality. I just have a soft spot for them, you know? I love pink-haired girls. I don't know, she's really kind, very innocent, very naive. Very sweet, very generous, very thoughtful of others. I mean, you're a girl. Girls like pink. Not every girls. Some girls like purple. Some girls like white. Some girls like yellow. Some likes girl blue. That's why there's Prettiker, guys. Prettikers have all the colors. So you get to choose your favorite one. Pretty cute, pretty cute, pretty cute, pretty cute, pretty cute, da 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 da, hoo 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 daddy wa, pretty cute. There used to be 2, and now there's 6 and 5s and 4s. Hi, welcome in, Miss Sport, welcome in. I love pretty curves and magical girls, man. What do you mean skin tone and the vibe? No, it all depends on their hair color, actually. It depends on their hair color. If you have blonde or pink hair, then you're gonna be pink. And if you have blonde or orange hair, you're gonna be yellow. If you have blue or purple hair, you're gonna be blue. If you have purple hair, you're gonna be purple. If you have orange hair or brown hair, you're gonna be orange. Exactly. Even in the first generation Prettiker, you know, the blue hair girl is white and blue accent colors. And the one with the blonde hair with the twin tails, she's pink. Quella Magi Madoka Magica is the GOAT. You know, I like the series, but it's just not your generic magical girl. You know, ever since that anime came out, everybody started to twist the meanings of magical girl. And I'm not really a big fan of it. Even though Magi Madoka Magica is a GOAT and very, very well-made series with very hidden meanings and you know, Easter eggs and everything. It tainted the magical girls that came afterwards with it, you know? Like, everybody wanted to make magical girls with hidden meanings behind it. And it was... It's not the hopeful the innocent friendship happiness that I grew up in. It's not the same anymore. It's dark and grim. You know, it's not the magical girl that I like. People kind of want to look for deeper meanings, but it's for kids. Yeah, and I always have a child inside me that still wants to be a magical girl. Isn't it the magical girl that uses a heart pew pew, Miki? I don't like that anime. I don't really like it. Like, it's just girls being miserable and sad and depressing. I didn't like it. There's nothing magical girl things about it, except for the magic itself. You know? And there's another one where it's like magical girl killing game. And I didn't really like that one either, you know? It has the same theme, like, oh, friendship. But there's like just unnecessary violence and gore that shouldn't be belonging in magical girl themes. Like, everybody wanted to jump on the wagon when the Magi Madoka Magica came out. So is Pretty Cure the magical girl anime you recommend? No. Not just Pretty Cure. There are so many good magical girl, not only Pretty Cure. There are so many good ones. There's so many good ones. Let me give you some demonstration. First up, you have my personal favorite, Shugokara. It is deeply connected with your self-identity, dream, and goals that the person that you want to become. And it's not just for girls too. They have male characters that also is a magical boy who has same identity crisis issues that they solve by becoming who they want to be. God, it's such a good story. I love this anime more than anything else in my entire life. I love you, Amu. She's my goat. And okay, and then there's a movie that's coming out of this. It's like a prequel. It's called Sugar Sugar Rune. Sugar Sugar Rune is two witches who's trying to make people fall in love with them to see who's more likable so they can become a queen. I know this part sounds insane, but it's actually really cute, very magical, and I've always wanted to have their merch before and the wands and everything. It's so pretty and magical. You should watch it. And then there's also this one, not quite magical girl type-ish. It's more of a girl who is terminally ill, wants to sing and become big so she can reach the boy that she likes who went to New York. It's called Full Moon no Sagashite. But she's just a girl. So with magic, with the snap of a finger, she becomes an adult and she sings. And she's not terminally ill while she is in that state. That one is also good. It is the anime that made me want to sing. And then there's also Tokyo Mew Mew. Tokyo Mew Mew also freaking goated. Tokyo Mew Mew. Mahou Shoujo Miki de gozaimasu. Henshin! Henshin dekinai mahou nai kara. But there's also Tokyo Mew Mew. It is about endangered animals who choose a human, and that person gets animal features. Like, for instance, our main character Ichigo, she gets endangered cat soul. And once you're chosen, you get this like strange mark on your body. That means that you're chosen. And she can like jump to high places. She is like super duper flexible and all those things. And then you get a pendant. You kiss it, mwah, and then you become a magical girl. And there's so many others. There are so many others. There's also Mermaid Melody. There's also, oh, it's called Peach Peach Peachy. But I've seen some people who call it that. And then there's also Cardcaptor Sakura, and there's of course Sailor Moon, our very, you know, like foundation. Well, not foundation, but like this most widely known. And there's also like other things that I don't quite remember. It was like this one where she's from the stars. It's a really, really old anime. And then my childhood. My very, very, very first anime that I grew up with is called Ojamajo Doremi. Ojamajo Doremi. The anime that will always forever be living in my heart. Ojamajo Doremi. And it has so many seasons. And every seasons, they get different costume, different transformation tools, and different wands. Every single time. Every single season, they get different ones with different themes. One season is gonna be bakery. One season is you're gonna make like necklace and bracelets, and then one season you're gonna make flower. You're gonna have a flower shop, and then at one point they're gonna have something else, and it's really, really cool. It's got great storyline, very great lessons to be learned from. And it talks about different themes, and it's very, very, informational, very cute, very magical, very hope core, you know? Ojamajo Doremi 好き。私もピリカピリラのポポリのペーペルだ。That's the magic chant. Everybody who becomes a witch gets their own magical chant that you have to say before you cast the magic. For our main heroine, her name is Doremi. Doremi Harukaze. That's her last name. Doremi is her first name. Doremi, hers is Pirika Pirina Poporina Pepereto. And then you say, become a hamster, and then she becomes a hamster. You know? And then there's for our orange graphic. I remember Korean name because that's the version that I watched growing up. Hers is Pai Pai Pompoy Hua Hua Hu, and then she make ha ha. And then the blue one, her name is Ai-chan. And Pai Paraku Naruku Narinari Popun, and then she casts her magic. I somehow remember this. I don't know why. And then when you need to cast a bigger magic, when you need to cast like a bigger energy needed magic, they cast something called magical stage. They combine all their magical spells, and they combine their wands to the tip, and then pew, and then their like magical chance becomes a little bit different. At the end, it's like pirika pirirara odayaka toka. Like pirika pirirara refreshingly, and then pariku naruku, and then gently or something like that. I don't know what they say. And then they combine all of their chants together, and they cast magic at a stage, and then they cast magic, and anything that they thought that's not possible, it becomes possible. That's the whole city get destroyed in the process. They don't, because do you know why? Because if you can find out that you're a witch by someone, it's like if you get casted if somebody sees you and you're like, witch, then they become a frog. Then they become a frog. One of the character in the anime called Majorika also becomes a frog. Like this little green blob thing. This green blob thing is because Doremi in the first episode, she's like, witch! And then she becomes a witch. She was actually a witch. So she turns into a green frog. And in order to undo this process, the person who spotted you as a witch has to also become a witch. Like a higher level witch. Then the magic comes undone, right? So that's why you cannot be found out that you are a witch. Because you will get witch hunted. Ooh! Ooh! Exactly! It's peak story and lore and world building. I love this anime, guys. I love this anime so much. Why the love for children cartoons are going that deep, Miki? Because it's now watchable for adults after they've grown up, after watching the anime. That's the beauty. That's the beauty of anime that are meant for children. You can watch it when you grow up too, so you can find deeper hidden levels of meanings and lores. So beautiful, so beautiful, so beautiful, man. Sorry, I had to calm down a little bit. But yeah. I actually growing up as a child, I have a lot of wands in my childhood. I had a lot and lots of wands. And you might think, Miki, how did your parents buy you all those wands growing up? The answer is very, very simple. You throw the biggest tantrum that you ever can throw. But first, you have to make sure you go to the supermarket with your mama. The one that has the wallet. Right? You hold her hand, or his or her hand. And as you go across the toy section, you point at the one that you want, and you start to throw a tantrum. Hey mom, I want that. You make a demand. And then she will say, no, you cannot. She will try to walk away. Then the first step, you raise your voice. You raise your voice very, very loudly so that everybody in the mall can hear how badly you want that toy. And then she'll start to panic. She'll try to drag you somewhere else. That's when you'll drop to the ground. You drop to the ground and then you start throwing your legs and your arms. And then you flail around in the ground and like, I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it. And then eventually, she'll give up. And then you'll have it in your hand. Now the point of here is, as soon as she lets you have it, you hold it tightly in your arms to the entire road to the cashier. And then you'll sniffle a little bit because you've been crying. Now, I like to throw a little bit sprinkle during the tantrum section. But this only works when you're wearing a diaper. Okay, guys? Those who are still wearing diapers, listen up! If you're wearing a diaper while you're flailing your arms and legs around, you're going to let go of your bladder. You're going to let go of your bladder and then let the bodily function do its own thing. That's like a cherry on the top. And then usually it'll work. And do this with the parent that is more lenient with you. Oh, I'm not doing that now. You can't judge me for that. You can't judge me for my past self. I was like 3, okay? I was like 3 or 4 years old. You can't judge me for that. Not anymore. It's been years. But yeah, that's how I got all of the magical card merchants that I got. But that's okay because at one point you'll grow out of it. I saw Tokyo Mew Mew attack weapon for Ichigo, the main character. It's like a heart-shaped bell thing with plain fluffs on it. I wanted it so bad, but I didn't throw a tantrum because I was like 8. One day you'll grow out of it. And that's why I had the Ojamajo Doremi merch. It's from like the third season or the 4th season. It's the one where they make sweets, like cookies and different types of desserts that they sell for like money. And it's like a wand that is like it looks like an umbrella hook at the bottom. And there's like a bow at the top with like a pink rounded tip. And the little balls things, like it'll be sprinkled dot sprinkles. If you press the button, it will like make sounds as it like swirls up to the top. And then what happens to those bees is gonna stay on the top, right? And if you try to if you try to like press the button again to make it go up again, there won't be any beads that will go up because you use all the beads and it's like stuck to the top. So what I will do is hold the wand and then I will like slap the top like, and then and the bees will like fall to the bottom and like I was like slap it. It's like and it will like fall back down, and that's when I'll press the button again. And it will like slide over to the roll over to the top again, get stuck on the top, and I will repeat this process so I can play with it. Peak, absolute peak times. I enjoyed this process very, very much. I'll be like, and then I'll get down. And then I will do it again. And then I will... And then I will just keep doing this for like an hour or 2. And I feel like I had another one too from like other IPs that I have no idea what they are anymore. There was like one with like a star in the middle and it would like twirl around and everything. It was really cool. I miss them. Now they're all gone because I've grown up and my mom was like, you're too old to play with this anymore, and she got rid of all of them. My sad life, I miss him so much. On a different topic, Miki does keep in touch with your inner child, doesn't she? I always do. The Ojamajo Doremi is having like a reroll of the merchants that they've already done before, and I've always wanted it so bad, but they're so expensive. They're like $100. So I'm just like staring at it from afar. Like, I can't afford that. I know I can't. You know, memories will be staying as memories. I'm too old for it. You know, I can't play with them anymore. But I still collect their gachas. Like the itty bitty miniature version of like the magical ones. Like the wands and the transformation tools. I still keep it in my room. Like the miniature version. I sometimes kind of play with it a little bit. And I touch upon the memories again. I'm like, I used to do that. I used to do that. But I still go crazy whenever I see like magical girl tools. I sometimes try to like imagine one for myself. Like, what if I turn into a magical girl? What if I turn into a magical girl, huh? You know, because like, if I did, I would be a pretty great dang magical girl. You know, I kind of came up with my own when I was a lot younger. Well, not a lot younger. When I was in like high school or something. Because I had nothing better to do, you know, and even if I'm still old, to actually become like your generic magical girls. I think it's like, you know, it was like seasons? Like spring, summer, autumn, and winter. And each magical girls will be themed around the seasons. It's gonna be, I think it was like I think it was like pretty cure themed, like cure spring, cure summer, cure autumn or fall, and then cure winter, you know? And I think, of course, the spring is gonna be the pink one because Sakura, you know what I mean? And then the orange or yellow one is gonna be summer because sunflower. And then autumn is gonna be either this is the one that I just don't know what to do with the autumn one. Like, which one will be? So my theory for Pretty Cure are like just color theories when it comes to magical girls. Is that there's always going to be a pink one. There's always going to be a cool toned Pretty Cure magical girl, and there's also warm tone ones. So pink, blue, yellow or orange, or green or purple. Right? So the winter one is going to be blue because snow, right? And snowflakes. It makes sense. And then pink for spring. Now summer and fall is the one that I'm having trouble with because since it's 4 members, they're going to be 2 warm tones and then 2 blue tones, right? But if I do yellow and orange, there's 3 warm colors. So there's need to be 2 warm colors and 2 blue tones. So another good cool tone will be green, but who do I give the green to, right? Because I don't see green being a part of anyone's theme color. Cause summer, I feel like it's gonna be more like a happy-go-lucky, you know, yeah, they're like the airheaded one. That's like, like overly cheerful, you know what I mean? That is kind of like, so I give her yellow. And then there's autumn one, who is like more mature one, who's mature and like kind of like gentle, like mommy. And then yeah, like the blue and the purple one, it's like the Ojo-sama one, right? So like, but green to an autumn girl, It doesn't work. Who do I give this to? So I was thinking. Blue. It's going to be winter. Pink is spring. I actually don't know what I did with it. I'm pretty sure I had it down somewhere. I actually put it into like... I actually have it on like on my document, on my Google document. I ever wrote down every single plot points and what their chants are gonna be, and their names, and their like magical attacks and everything. But I think I gave yellow to the summer one and the green one to the autumn one. I think I did. And they didn't have. It's not like Cure Spring anymore, and it was like Cure Blossom or something, but they already have Cure Blossom, right? I don't remember the details of it, but that's like the generic thing that I had it down. You know, and they're like... and they're like school friends, you know? One thing for Pretty Cure is that they all go to the same school. I don't know why. Maybe they're all in the same district. They live around the same area or something. You know, it's just how it works, right? And they become friends. They find their powers. They defeat other things like monsters and mobs and kaijus. You know? It's just how that works. And the compact. Oh my god, the compact that they transform with, that is my main passion. And the wands. I love the compacts and the wands. I love it so much. I think I found one. I don't think it was Renmaru. It was like Pit Crew. Pit Crew has a magical compact maker, so I was playing with it. And I think I made one myself. It was really pretty. It was like pink and like jewels on it with like wings and like gold accent colors and everything. That was really, really cute. And I think I drew the characters too. I just don't have it with me anymore because I deleted it. I think I threw it away somewhere. I don't know where it is. It was either on paper or on my iPad, which on my iPad I don't have it anymore. Because I always delete the ones that I know I'm not gonna finish anymore. But yeah, that's just my gibberish on magical girls. You know, for the longest time, my role model and my dream was to become a magical girl. Yeah, I could buy the toys I want as a kid, but I'm too old for it now. Well, I feel like if we're gonna like collect it, and I feel like it's gonna be fun as long as it's not too expensive. You know what I mean? Like the Ojamachi Doremi, like old collectibles, like the really, really old ones, like 20 years old, they go as far as like $200. Because they don't make them anymore. I wonder if anyone's selling those toys nowadays. They do if they're trying to get rid of it. I've seen as far as like people that try to like make it their own. I've seen people that makes their own out of like molds and 3D printing, and I'm like, I want to do the exact same thing. I just don't have the skill set for it. Thank you so much for the 100 jewels. Aka-san, 100 ジュールありがとうございます。バラのように美しく。キュアプラストン。15 more years and it could be vintage. Exactly. If I still had that wand where I had to like smack it on the top, then it would have been pretty expensive right now. but it's probably just crumbled away to dust. And the pink, like the coloring of it, it wears down really easily to a yellowish white color. So you have to make sure it doesn't directly hit sunlight or light in general. Remember now, if it is still intact somehow, it's probably the colors are all like worn down to like white yellowish color, you know? I miss it so much. I miss it so much. I want it back. Give it back. Oh. And when I visited Korea, I tried to saw if they're like selling any like magical girl, not even IP, just random magical girl themed wands, because they used to. Now they don't. I don't see anything that's like even remotely similar to that anymore. I don't see it. Cause I followed my mom to the market and I was like, I'm gonna buy magical girl wands if they have it. And I didn't see a single one. I haven't seen a single thing that ever even remotely similar to a magical wand. It's just not there anymore. It's practically all gone. The theme is gone. The dream is gone. The dreams and aspirations for little bitty children are gone. So sad. It's all gone. I was so sad to the point that I almost commissioned one of the 3D artists with a 3D printer to make me one. But I stopped myself because it was not very affordable, you know? But I did find some from AliExpress. Like the miniature gacha of like the clothes that they wore, or like miniature models of the little ones and the compacts. I still have it. And I dug really deep and I found Tokyo Mew Mew pendant, the transformation pendant that they sell for like $50 or something. So I was like, I'm buying it, and then I bought it. Alright, and it's pretty heavy. It was heavier and bigger than I thought. It's like actual metal, and it's really high quality. It's so sparkly, it's so shiny, but it's super heavy. Cause they wore it around their neck. Cause when they transform, they get this color around their neck, and the pendant is attached to it. And if I had it attached to my color, it's gonna be pretty heavy. Cause like when you jump, like the neck is on my head, it kind of like jumps up and down too, as you can see. And if it's that heavy, I'm gonna have a bruise on my color neck, right? After I'm done fighting, I'm gonna have a bruise on my color neck because it's been like hitting my collarbones so hard because it's so heavy. Not to mention, there's nothing to attach it to. It's just purely metal. There's no like round holes that I can like attach it to anywhere. So I just have to hold it or put it in my bag and accidentally spill it in front of people. And try to be like, oh, you can't look at this. This is nothing. This is nothing. You don't even worry about it. It's nothing. And then try to hide it as slowly possible, like showing it around to people before putting it in your bag. I am totally not a magical girl. No way. I don't know where this came from. And then you hide it, kind of like that. I always imagine myself doing that in my head. You know, when I actually do become a magical girl when I was much younger. But that never came true. Same thing for like Sugar Kara too. Cause the whole gimmick is that this is gonna sound really weird. You're going to lay eggs. Not like actual like chicken eggs or anything. It's an egg that comes from your kokoro, your heart. The person that you want to become. You know, like personality and occupation wise, or like, you know what I mean? Think, oh, I want to become more bright and cheerful, and then that becomes an egg version of herself. And once you this is gonna sound weird. Once you lay it, at one point it'll hatch, right? And there's this thing called guardian. The egg itself is called guardian egg, if I remember correctly. I think. And the character, the person that you want to become, will hatch from the egg. And don't worry, you'll still have the egg because that's kind of like their home. It's kind of like Pokeballs, right? It's like Pokeballs. And once you hatch, and don't worry, they can recall their home. It's like a home service, like portable home service. Whenever they want to go inside of it, then they'll go inside of it. But be aware, it can crack if we're very not careful with it. And once you lose that self of sense, it will become like a darker version. It's called an an X egg. It's gonna become completely pitch dark black egg with a white X in front of it, on it. It's like your darker version of herself. And there's villains that makes their heart corrupted to make their eggs pitch black. X egg, right? And the main character's job is to purify these so they can have their sense of self back and talking some sense into it, you know? That's the main character's job. But the side characters can also transform due to the main character's influence. But not everybody gets to hatch these. Only selected people is able to hatch these. And the students in the Saint Academy, that's the school that they go to, Saint Academy, the students that have hatched these eggs have came together and became a student council member. And they wear this special guardian cape around them that tells them that they're one of the student councils, right? And the main character is a new person who joins this council member, and they call her Joker because usually people only have one egg. If very special occasions too, but this Amu, the main character, hatches 3 eggs in the first episodes. The first one is a pink egg. It has a bright, cheerful personality and has a cheerleader pom-pom in your hands. The second character is a blue one. She's an artist. Guess what her name is? Her name is Miki. The blue one is named Miki. That's her name. She's a blue one. She's an artist. Just like me. The third one, her name is Sue. She's a green one. I know I'm having identity crisis with myself too right now. Just talking about this. But she's the green one. And she makes food. She has like a cook, like apron, and then she has a really sweet and gentle and like airheaded personality. Really sweet. Like the egg is created in thin air. No, it comes from your heart. And when it's hatched, it'll be there when you wake up on your on your bed. Like you actually laid it. From where? Don't ask me. Don't ask me. I don't know that. It's a children's anime. I'm pretty sure it came from your kokoro, your heart. But yeah. And now she gets this thing called a Humpty Lock. Humpty Lock. It's a lock. It's a neck. It's a necklace that she wears. I kind of forgot where she got it from, but that's the transformation tool that she uses. That's the whole gimmick. She goes, "Watashi no kokoro unlock," and then she unlocks it with her fingers, and then Kanamari, Amuleto Hato, or like Amuleto Spado, Amuleto transformationing. If she does, because she has, remember, she has 3 eggs to choose from, depending on the situation, right? If she chooses the pink egg, because her egg, every single egg has its own design, and her egg has heart in the center, and the blue one has a spade in the center, and the green one has clover in the center. Now, if she transforms into the pink one, Kanamani, amuleto, heart, amulet, heart. And if she does a transformation with the blue one, and she goes amulet, spade. And then if she does with the clover one, amulet, clover. And now, that's a good point. Or like based on cards, like the logo, I mean, yes. Now you will be probably wondering why. Hey, Miki, where's Diamond? That's where season 2 comes from. Remember, guys, there's heart, which is red, blue, that is spade, clover, who is green, yellow, diamond. Yellow is diamond. Now, the funny thing is, remember, Amu is the one who purifies the heart, that purifies the eggs, right? Now, in the second season, she lays the diamond egg. And she's like, wow, a new egg! That's when like a new semester for Amu starts, right? She finally becomes a 6th grader. In the first season, she's a 5th grader, guys. She's very, very young. But by how she looks, she doesn't look like an elementary school student. She really doesn't. She just looks like a high school student. But we don't talk about that. That's just her art style, right? Now, in the second season, she's a 6th grader now. She went up 1 grade. Yeah, basically, she is a baby. She's a tiny little baby. She's a tall baby. Now, in the second season, she lays the diamond egg. Diamond, and it hasn't hatched yet. It's still in the egg. Now, as she goes to school, there's a new transfer student. And she happens to sit right next to Amu, our protagonist. And Amu, feeling like her new self, she finally brings up the courage to introduce herself. She's becoming really friendly to her. Hello, my name is Amu. It's very nice to meet you. And this girl blatantly disrespects Amu, and Amu is heartbroken. And after that, she goes across very, very bad things, very bad case scenarios, and at the end of it, her egg turns into an X egg. Now, one of the villains, her name is Sarah. She has twin tails, blonde. She's one of the villains. She takes the X egg. And the egg comes willingly. They fight. Now, Sarah is also able to transform. She has 2 eggs. She has an angel and she has a devil persona. So she's very morally a gray character, right? She's deciding who to become at the moment. Now, the X egg, the diamond egg, she comes willingly and willingly transform with Sarah. Now, if it transforms with someone else's egg, the power and the transformation time is reduced by greatly and significantly. So the battle ends very quickly and the X egg follows with Sarah. Now Amo is heartbroken. Now your whole entire motive and your goal throughout the entire season 2 is to get back with this egg and purify it somehow. That's the whole point. That's like the whole entire plot. And goes through like character development. And at the end of it, she finally becomes with herself. Purifies it. And Sarah also goes through a character development because she always transforms with her devil persona, but never with the angel persona. Because she's a villain, right? She's a villain. She has a strange obsession with not becoming weak. So she has this devil persona that she always transforms with. But at the very end of the episode, like the very end of the season, she finally accepts her kind and gentle self. And she's a singer too. She wants to sing the song that she wants to sing instead of what's more marketable to people. So she finally transformed with the angel persona and helps Amu mass purify a lot of XX created by the mastermind of all of this. Right? It's and Amu also gets together back with the diamond egg, and she transforms with the diamond egg and helps everybody mass purify the XX. Amulet diamond, and then she has one. She's a very, very pretty one, and then happy ending. Now there is season 3 where she gets to combine all of the eggs into one form, and then she transforms into like a bride. But we won't talk about that. We won't talk about that part because that's like a whole another story that we need a lot more time for. Getting way too into this. Where are the eggs kind of like her transformations forms? Exactly. When she transforms with the pink one, who is like a cheerleader, she uses like pom-poms as her weapons. You should look it up on Google. It's really, really pretty. Look up Shugo Kara, amulet, or just search up like Shugo Kara transformations. A bride in 6th grade? Yes, she does. She also has, oh my god, she has a crush, right? She has a crush. He is like the council president. And his persona, Egg, is a prince. And he's often called a prince in the anime. No, actually, no, the guardian character is actually a king. He's a king. And when there's a switch for all of the guardian characters who are hatched from the eggs, they're able to transform their masters to the self that they want to become. So let's say the pink one, Amulet Heart, is a cheerful one. Amu is complete opposite of that. She's like the colder type who's really timid actually. And Kanamari, and then there's like a heart. Remember, she's the heart one. Her hair clip is like in the shape of a plus sign, and then it suddenly becomes heart. And then she becomes like, hi! Hello! Hi! Like your whole personality switches. And for this guy, the prince too, his name is Tadase. And his guardian character is a king, right? So his flip switch is being called a prince. So that is why nobody in the student council calls him prince, because that's when the switch will be flicked. And then he suddenly becomes this like really arrogant person, was really aggressively like power hungry, really aggressive towards people. And after like this transformation is over, they finally come back to their self-sense. And he's like, oh my god, I did it again, didn't I? I'm so sorry, I will. Cause that's like the person that they want to become. Like their dreams and their goals and inspirations, right? But it's really difficult for them to actually grow into that kind of person. I think that's when they'll like start to hatch from you. And you get to actually lay the egg. If you're having like have like a sense of like difficulty becoming that true self and identity, then they'll like become laid. And it will hatch to help you navigate through that, I think. I think one of the student council member is a girl who is like the youngest in there. But in her family, she's the oldest. She has a lot of younger siblings. So she always had to take care of them because her parents are always busy. So she had to become like the oldest person who was supposed to be mature. But her character is literally a baby. She wants to be pampered. She wants to be spoiled. She doesn't want to be a person who always have to be the mature one. So that's why she wears like really cutesy clothes and everything. And that really felt home, you know? Like I always had the same thoughts too. You know, cause so she doesn't want to grow up that fast. She still wants to be a person who gets love from the parents and gets taken care of. And she lets out that personality very freely in school and in front of her student council members, but at home, in home style, she's like the oldest one who takes up care of her like younger siblings. Right? And then like every single characters that comes in this anime has all these sorts of like self-identity issues, who goes through like a lot of hardships, and Amo is the one who helps them go through all of it, and it's really, really meaningful. Throws a lot of questions, answers a lot of questions, and left a lot of questions unanswered. So every character of like the student council has a character arc. Oh, and I must hit. And there's this one character in the first season. Her name is Nadeshiko. And she's a really gentle, mature character, like a kind of like a princess almost. And helps really has a lot of wisdom and everything. And her character, her guardian character, has the exact same personality, but she has a flip switch. And she becomes super duper violent when this gets flipped. No, this is the plot twist. In the second season, it is revealed that she has a twin brother who looks exactly like him, but then like one syllable switch of her name. Now, as the anime progresses, it is actually revealed that those two are the exact same person, and she has another egg in the exact same design, but is a boy. He's a boy. He has been a boy all this time. So he has two characters. The girl one and the boy one. The girl one is like super feminine and the boy one is like super masculine. I think it has to do, if I remember correctly, it had to do a lot with his like family tradition, because he comes like a really rich family that cares a lot about like traditional things. I'm doing 6-7 with my hands. So like it really touches upon a lot of subjects like that, and it's really something that you should be take into consideration to watch and think about. You know? Then there's a lot of meaningful educational themes. Look, I didn't know either when I was growing up with this anime. I was super obsessed with it. Now, I watched it in the Korean dubbed version, so I don't know the exact names in Japanese, or like the Japanese tradition that came with it, because obviously it's a Japanese anime, right? But yeah, that's like what I remember. It's actually crazy. It's crazy. I'm sorry if I'm rambling, guys. I'm sorry if I'm rambling. I just love magical girls. I love magical girls. I'm literally gushing over magical girls. I love magical girls so much. And I love Hope Core. Hope Core is like my favorite core. I love happiness. I love hope. I love dreams and aspirations. Everything is possible. You've been going for a while. I'm sorry. I just love magical girls. Bro, this magical girl has more plot than Sailor Moon, and I watched only 3 episodes of Sun. Well, that's because you only watched 3 episodes. I just condensed like 50 or like 60 episodes into one conversation. Of course, there's a lot going on. This is the anime itself is actually really slow burn, I promise. Because it likes to touch into deeper things, you know? And that takes time. Yeah, the anime is called Shugo Kara, guys. Shugo Kara. Gushing over magical girls. Now there's a cursed anime. I haven't watched that anime before, but I've seen clips of it and I'm not going to watch it. I don't think I'm going to be watching it. Another magical girl anime that I won't be watching just because it is not actual magical girl anime. Thank you, I will use this knowledge to talk with my 5-year-old cousin. Dog, I searched this. She doesn't look like an elementary student. That's exactly what I'm saying! That's exactly what I'm saying! She looks like she's in like at least like middle school, at least in middle school. No, when the first season starts, she's in the 5th grade. She's in 5th grade. But her outfits though, look at her outfits. Her outfits are actually fire. Her school uniform is, oh my god. I've been wanting to have that fit for such a long time, but I just couldn't find it. Oh, there's also a character called Ikuto from Shogokara, and he is a high school student. He's kind of like a stray cat persona. So he's very aloof, and even in his like guardian character is a cat. And he's very aloof, mysterious type, and he doesn't actually like. He has a lot of hardships. He has like has family issues. You know what I mean? And at one point, he has nowhere to go and stays in Amo's room. Now remember, she's in 5th grade and he's all the way in high school. This is very problematic. And when I watched it, I was like also in elementary school, and I didn't have any problems with it. In fact, I was thinking like, wow, I wish he stayed in my room. I didn't know it was weird when I watched it. I didn't know. But now that I look at it, it has a lot of problems. He stayed in her room in secret from her other family members. And at one point, she does get found out. You know, but the mom takes care of it like so well without raising a single voice. Because she explained their situations to her mother, and she takes it very, very well. She takes it, okay, so here's what's going to happen. You can stay, but not in her room. And I was like, I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry. It's my bad. I should have been more honest about it. I'm sorry. That's all it is. If it was my mom, she would have beat my booty first before his. And off to jail he goes. Off to jail he goes. She would've beat my booty, okay? She was like, what the heck were you thinking when you brought a stranger man into your room and you done it when you lied about it? Like, and then look at her and I look at Almost, I'm like, wow, she takes it really well. Like she's not even angry. Even if she isn't showing it not a single bit. She's way too calm. Like, ma'am, that's your daughter. I'm not gonna lie, if I was in your situation, I'd be pretty angry too. I'd be like, what the heck were you thinking, Amu? Where did he come from? Who is he? What is your name, son? Right, off to jail you go. 911 emergency help. There is a stranger danger in my house with my daughter. She's only like in 5th grade and this man could be in his fucking freak is in his 20s. Please come get him, put him under jail. I don't care if he's homeless. Take him away from here. Put him into child services. Like, you know, that's how this conversation would have went. But it went very calmly. Like, huh? What's your name, son? Like, I'm just saying, like, that shouldn't be happening under the roof. Where by the way, she has a younger sister. She's like what, 6? She's super small too. That's like stranger danger times 2. You know what I mean? But yeah. I think in the manga version they end up together. But I think in the anime, I think Amu ends up with Takuto, who is the prince guy. Oh, is it still lagging? Oh no. Oh no. But I think it's actually freaking crazy that the Ikuto guy and Amu ended up together in the manga. But thankfully in the anime, Takuto and Amu ends up together, I think. If I remember correctly. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention this. If adults are not able to lay or hatch an egg, they're not able to. So even if your child self has an egg and it has hatched, and once you turn into an adult, that guardian persona and the egg disappears. It is forever gone into the memories. It only stays until you are a child. But once you turn into an adult, it disappears into thin air. Woo. So that's what really broke my heart. It's buffering again? That's so weird. What? What the hell? What the heck? Hello? Hello? Is anybody there? So only the kids can lay an egg. Exactly. Exactly. Only the kids. That sounds really weird. Only the kids can lay and hatch an egg. Their Kokoro egg. Yeah. But yeah, I used to be like, do they lose their memory of it? I don't think so. Not their memories of it. It's not directly stated on what happens exactly after they become an adult, but it is said. What happens when Miki was hatched, the blue one, the artist one? Because at first she had like a lot of denials about these eggs, because, you know, you kind of have to understand that it's kind of crazy. But that's what Miki says. Hey, please believe in me, otherwise I will disappear. But actually, Since it's buffering, I'm gonna go have an idle meeting. If this is not the perfect timing, if not, what is? You know what I mean? Right now is the perfect timing to have an idle meeting. Alright, you guys stay put, okay? You guys stay put. Alrighty, here goes, here goes. Hello, I am back. That was a very quick meeting. I said hi, they said bye, and I am here. Wow. Thank you, thank you. I guess all this monster made me have to get an idle meeting. I almost said potty break. What potty break? I don't have any potty breaks. What are you talking about? But yeah, that was all. But yeah, that was all about Shugukara. I rambled on again, didn't I? I'm sorry. Those two are like my absolute favorite. And well, besides Full Moon no Sagashite. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. Ochamachu Doremi and Shugukara. Absolute peak. Absolutely peak. I love you too. Is Full Moon a magical girl to me? Sort of. She transforms, but not to a magical girl. She turns into an adult. She turns from child to an adult using magic. That's the magical girl part aspect. And it's more about drama and romance and singing. Should I explain this one too? I don't want to ramble on for too long, you know? Takuto is not your What? Aw, you do? Nah, I think I've been rambling too much. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's talk about something else then, huh? I'm sorry. Now I remember the old one I've watched. That's Tante... Tante Opera Milky Holmes? I've never heard about you. I mean, I've never heard about that before. I know you were joking about it. Don't worry. Don't worry, I know. Oh. But I've never heard of that one before. It's very unfamiliar to me. The only thing that even sounds remotely similar is Ghost Stories. The English dubbed version. How old is that? Tante Opera Milky... What a name! Tante Milky Opera Holmes. I have never seen this one before. Wait, it looks really similar. I mean, it looks... It actually does look a little bit similar. You know what I've watched though? Instead of this? What I watched is Anyamaru Tante Kiruminzu. But the one that I watched is the one that I watched is this. Anyamaru Tante Kiruminzu. I like the characters. All of the characters that are in this anime can turn into like an animal, and they solve mysteries. Not exactly mysteries, but like really silly things. I really like the puppy girl. I really like them. And they look so silly too. The little boy gets turned into like a mouse, and he gets like extremely small. Gosh. I miss this. It's been a while. Brings back memories. Yeah, because I knew that you guys would be more easier to search it up if I typed it in the chat, you know? But yeah, that's I have like a whole lot of like other children anime that I watched. Like Atashinchi and like Crayon Shin-chan. Crayon Shin-chan, the movies are freaking goated. I don't think any of you guys know what Crayon Shin-chan is though. It's more widely known in Asian countries more than westernized countries. You know what I mean? And like the English dub, I think it's like really not the official dubbings. Like official script. It's kind of like ghost stories, like scary ghost stories type of dubbing. It's really unhinged and not the official script. And they like to twist the words to make it sound more funny. You know what I mean? It's very popular in Spanish countries, really? I've never seen a Spanish dubbing of Crayon Shin-chan though. Miki, who got all the cutesy anime as a kid, while I get to watch Detective and Fighting Ghost or Doraemon is probably the only children's show I watched. That's probably because back when I was in Korea, they had this children channel where it only aired children anime. It's called Tooniverse. It's kind of like Cartoon Networks, where it only air like children animes and cartoons. Also including Korean dubbed SpongeBob. Very high quality, by the way. But yeah, it was... it really was just only children's anime, so it didn't had much fightings in it. Maybe Pokemon, where they fight each other with Pokemons. But you know, Shin-chan was like one of the few anime I could watch on TV as a kid. I love Crayon Shin-chan. And Crayon Shin-chan, you might think, because Shin-chan is such like a troublesome, you know, like a reckless kid who creates problems more than solving them. But there's like really heartfelting, like really cutesy anime where Crayon Shin-chan actually acts like a 5-year-old. And he's so tiny and he's so adorable. Sometimes you really do forget that he's a 5-year-old kid because of what he does. But in one of the like few episodes, you can actually see, oh, he's just a kid after all. I love Crayon Shin-chan movies more than the actual episodes. I have to be honest. Like the Adult Empire one, that actually made me like ugly sub cry because it reminded me of my own parents. You know what I mean? Like my parents also had their own childhood, and it really touches upon like longing for your childhood and longing for the centuries, the cultures that it came with it. It actually made me ugly sob. It was so sad. And I don't want to bring the mood down by any means, but the Korean actress of Crayon Shin-chan's mother passed away not too long ago. And I've been crying in my room about it, and it was so sad. She's been voice acting as Crayon Shin-chan's mom for the longest time, ever since it first aired. God, I'm gonna miss her so much. And she also is the voice actress for the train, like the actual Korean train station voice that comes with it. You know, that really broke my heart, and I'm never going to hear your voice again. I know, and it's so sad. And I think for Japanese version as well, the original voice actor for Crayon Shin-chan's father also passed away, and the Korean voice actor for the father also passed away before he could voice in the Robot Father movie. That really broke my heart. It's all about, I cried so much in that one too. I cried so much in that movie. It was so sad. God, I've been actually like bawling my eyes out in that movie. I know you guys are not gonna watch it because you can't really find it anywhere, but the whole story is that oh, I'm gonna tear up just thinking about it. Freak. So his back is like really bad. So Shin-chan and the father goes to like chiropractic, like really shady ones. And when he wakes up after getting his back fixed, you know, because he falls asleep. And it turns out they were actually villains of this whole entire series, right? And when he wakes up, he's turned into a robot. But it actually, he is a cloned version with memories and feelings of the original father just put into a robot. The original father is like inside of like this tube thing, like this water tube thing. And when they finally meet each other, the robot dad, by the way, they had to spend time together to make bonds and everything too, which makes it even more sad. And when they come across together, the mother of Shin-chan goes to hug the original father after passing by the robot dad, and he goes into like shock. He goes into like really depressive shock and goes to like identity crisis. He's like, I'm the original dad. I'm the real dad. And there's the original dad right there who was just cloned, you know? It's like, no, I'm the dad. And they fight against the villain together after being kidnapped by the villain. And the robot dad, after the battle, is like in shambles, right? And during the middle of the movie, they have like an arm wrestle to fight for who is the actual real dad. And at the very end of the movie, when the robot dad is about to crumble down because to the point that he's not fixable anymore, now he's not repairable anymore, he has an arm wrestle with the real dad and loses on purpose in front of his family. Look, and then he goes to Shin-chan and he's like, hey, this is how strong your real dad is. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna grow up to be a really strong boy. And then Shin-chan goes like, I'm gonna be super strong, dad. More stronger even than you. And then while smiling, he finally breaks. And he goes still. And it's actually so sad. I'm gonna cry. It's so sad. You should see the movie. You should see the movie. It's so sad. Like that moment, that's when I like bawled my eyes out. And this is a children's movie, by the way. This is a movie meant for children. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I really want to watch these movies with you. It's actually really, really sad. Like all of the this is actually like one of the newer movies. And the newer movies don't hit me hard as it does with the older movies. Because the older movies, all of the stories were such peaks. They had such good storylines and everything. They even had like historical ones where he tries to fix the past. And I shouldn't spoil it, but it's actually such a big story. I love their freaking older movies. It's making me cry. Yeah, Crayon Shin-chan Intense Battle Robo Death Strikes Back. Yes, that's the title. But you probably won't be able to find it anywhere. The very legitimate website that I used to go to doesn't have it anymore because it got shut down. It got shut down not too long ago. It's gone now. It's gonna be forever in my memories. It's all gone, which makes it even more sad. But there still have like few backup ones, but it's not as the peak ones that I like to watch. So I probably won't be able to find it anymore. Not anymore, I don't think. I've searched, believe me, I wanted to watch it again. So I searched it up, like literally everywhere, but I can't really find it anymore. Which is so sad. I wish I could. Or whoever has it, please bring it back. I want to watch it and cry and sob while eating my instant ramen noodles, please. It's my childhood. Especially like the adult Empire Strikes Back. I don't think in Empire Strikes Back, but they do in the story, but like I forgot what the title is. Their title is so freaking long. Like the adult Empire one. Peak storyline. Peak storyline. not only for like meant for children, but also meant for adults who lived in the same era in Japan and know what nostalgia is, can really relate. Because they've been brainwashed into living the centuries where Japan was living much better than they used to before. That's what the villains is trying to bring back. The era that was doing much better. Like, as in terms of financially wise? I forgot what it was called. Economically more better for Japanese era, you know? So they're trying to bring that back. But in order to bring that back, the adults who were living in the era were switched back. So the children's were left behind. That's why it's called the Adult Empire. But for them to actually bring their mindset back, the dad, one of his trait throughout all the series is that his feet stinks. His feet stinks. That's all that it is. And to not have his brain washed anymore, you need to have newer scent. So he steals one of his shoes and brings it up to his nose. And then the legendary scene starts. Of like Hiroshi, that's the dad's name. Hiroshi's like memories of how he started his life with his father. He graduated from high school, got a job, and then meets the mother, and then has children, spends time together, and it just all circles back. Oh, it's gonna make me cry again. And it all circles back. And he wants to have his future back, basically, with his family. It's his family against the villain, basically. That's pretty much the whole story, but the execution of it is so well done that is actually crazy on how much it made me cry. It was actually so freaking sad that I cried so much. You should actually see it because it's actually really, it's agreeable, and you're pretty sure that your parents also had like the same storyline, you know, had a life, had you, and the family memories and everything. So sad. And there's like other few more of those too, like the historical ones, where he goes back all the way in time to save the samurai who was supposed to die, but Shin-chan saved him. But at the very end of the movie, it all goes back to how it was. He saves the empire, but the samurai was not supposed to be alive at the time, so he gets shot and he dies, and he comes back to his normal life, and the princess is just left there, who had a crush on this samurai, and it's just... Oh... You really are the OG big dog. I am literally the OG of it all. My dad also kind of like saved the movies in the really old PC laptop, so we could watch it whenever we want to. Now, how did the samurai get a time machine? No, not the samurai got this time machine. Okay, here's how it goes. Let me explain you to them. Let me explain to you in great detail, to the point that you won't have to watch the movie, because you probably can anyways. Now, Crayon Shin-chan and his family all have the same dream waking up. It's a beautiful traditional Japanese princess lady in front of a lake, watching towards the camera. And they all talk about it in the morning. Hey, I had a dream about this really pretty lady. I'm like, you too? And I was like, you too? And even the dog, like, what? And they're like, you too, Shiro? Like, yes, even the actual dog has the same dream. And was Himawari born back then? Cause Himawari is his little sister that born after like few series later. I don't think Himawari was in that timeline. But yeah, they all had the same dream. And then one day, Shiro, the family dog, digs up a hole. And inside there, he finds a letter. And Shin-chan helps him dig it up. Because he thinks there's a treasure. And it says... And it's a really bad handwriting. With the... really squeaky handwriting. And Shin-chan reads it. Hey, mom and dad, I'll be back. I am in castle. Be back. Please come pick me up with the car. And then he closes his eyes, picturing the princess. When he opens his eye back up again, he is in front of the exact same lake that he saw the princesses in. That's how he time slips. Because that same lake is where his house is built upon. Right? 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 That's when like the story unfolds. And the family, the father and the mother also finds the letter. And it turns out the exact same letter that he found was the letter that he wrote after he time slipped. And he finds himself in the very same castle and meets the princess. And then he's like, the princess suggests, hey, you should probably write a letter to your family, right? And then back then in the old Japan times, only people who got the education could only write. And Shin-chan, because he's in the more earlier era, the older I mean, he knows how to write. So he writes it himself. Hey mom, dad, you should pick me up with the car. I'm in the castle, please pick me up. And he digs a hole, he places inside, and then puts it in. And when he turns back, that's when he sees his family, like right there in the car, because the family... because he drove the car to the hole that he found the letter in. Hey, Shin-chan probably time slipped, so we should probably come pick him up. And the mom is like, but how? And then he was like, oh, the hole! The freaking hole! And it drives his car over to the hole. And it's like, what now? And they're like, I don't know. And then it switches over to Shin-chan washing his hand after putting the letter into the ground. And he turns back. And then he sees his family's car with his families and Shiro. You know, and then the story progresses. And they have a war going on, right? And to end the war, he needs to send the princess and marry her off to that country. It's a bigger empire. We're stronger. But the king realizes, hey, the future is probably peaceful. There's no wars. And that's when he suggests, hey, I'm not going to marry you off. We're going to fight this off somehow. Because at the end, there's no war in the future. No, they did not. Because it's not about the positions that they're in. That's not the main focus of this movie. It's all about true love and peace. And the unfortunate stories. Why I say unfortunate is gonna come out very, very soon. It's not about right or wrong at this rate. It's not about right or wrong here, alright? Alright? Stay focused, guys, stay focused! Right? So I was like, okay. So they're going through a war. Right? They're fighting him off. The samurai, who is the second main character of the story, who finds Shin-chan in the very beginning of the movie, he is the samurai. And that samurai and the princess are in love with each other, but they cannot express it due to the status differences. Right? And the princess begs for the samurai to come back in one piece, because she obviously wants to marry him, right? And the samurai storms off to the battle, and Shin-chan and the family fights with them. With the car. With the car. Beep beep. They don't know what the freaking car is, so they go run all the way to the actual home base of the enemy. And they defeat the enemy boss with a good old finger up his booty hole. It works. That's actually how the story goes. Remember, guys, this is a children's movie. And right when the samurai is about to cut off his neck, Shin-chan stops him. Stop. Wayne, they don't love me like I love you. Wayne, they don't love you like I love you. Ah. Hey, Shin-chan, stop! Please don't kill him. The princess doesn't want this. And he was like, you know what? You're right. And he cuts his hair off instead. I have defeated your boss. Look, enemy. I haven't killed him. But here is his ponytail. He is bald now. You lose. And they all retreat. And while they're coming back from the victorious battle, a single gunshot fires off in the distance. Pew! And he looks back. Shin-chan looks back, and the horse. And the samurai slowly falls to the ground. He has been shot. I haven't mentioned this before. When the movie starts at the very beginning, after he time slips, he's founded by the samurai, right? Shin-chan actually saves him from a gun. Shin-chan spots the people, the soldiers that fired the gun, and the samurai successfully drives them off. That's why he is alive. That's why he has been alive this whole entire time. And now that the battle is gone, and the whole reason why Shin-chan's family has time slipped to that time slip this whole entire time is done. Their mission is done. And that shot that should have killed the samurai comes back and shoots him in the chest, and he dies. And the very sword that his family goes down in the tradition, he hands it to Shin-chan. I'm like, I'm so glad that I didn't kill that man in the end. That's probably what the princess has wanted. And then he closes his eyes forever. They return to the castle with the princess and comes back to the same lake that the princess has been. Shin-chan tries to tell the princess, hey, you know, the samurai actually liked, and she cuts him off. She cuts him off right there. It doesn't matter anymore, Shin-chan. It doesn't matter anymore. And they go back inside the they get back inside the car, closes the eye again, and now they're back into their actual home. And during this movie, there is a traditional samurai promise thing that they do. They pull up their katana up a little bit and they put it back down. That's like their way of promising. And that's what Shin-chan does with the sword that the samurai gave him. And the single cloud in the sky that looks like the pattern of his flag that he held during battle is in the sky. And then the movie ends. Right then and there. That's where the movie ends. That's where the movie ends, and that broke my freaking heart. I have never seen Shin-chan cry that much throughout every single season ever. I have never seen Shin-chan cry like that in the movies throughout every single freaking episodes. Not just the movie, but in actual like anime. So I've never seen him cry like that. He cried like an actual 5-year-old going through like a really sick, depressing time. I have never ever seen him cry like that. And I think that broke my heart even more. And while they were returning from the battle that they won, the princess and the samurai locked eyes. And they were smiling like it's all over. And that's when like the gunshot was like pew, and I'm like, why did he have to die like that? Because he was destined to die in the very beginning of the movie in the first place. He just pushed that death up just a little bit. Because the Shin-chan's family was there. That absolutely broke my heart. And there's other movies that will make you cry like this. Not just this movie. That's like a whole other bunch. There's another movie where he goes inside like a really western like country movie, and he fights off the enemies and come back, and the ending is also just as sad. It's actually so sad. Makes me cry, and it really leaves like that story really stays in your heart. And this is a children's movie, guys. This is a children's movie. Absolutely crazy how they just have this plot. But they don't make it like them anymore because it's actually targeted for children's now, so it's more silly. And that's what I kind of like can't really watch it anymore, you know? Can't really do it anymore. It's not as it used to be. And because I am so used to like the older voice actors and actresses, because like the newer generation's voice actors and actresses has switched the roles, I can't really emerge into the movie anymore. I can't really watch it anymore. I can't really. Because it's been like 20-something years. Ever since the first episode aired with the original voice actors. I can't really watch it anymore. Because I'm so used to it. Basically, yeah. And it's not even that funny either. I'm gonna be quite frank, it's not even that funny either. It's really meant for like 10-year-olds-ish. And you know, it's like what, pee-pee and poo-poo. But that's what their humor is. I'm sorry. It's not as it used to be. And back then, the humor was actually freaking hilarious. They like... Shin-chan, I think he like... He hammers on like the enemy's like groins with his head. I'm like, boom! And the action scene is actually crazy too. You should have seen the Yakiniku Road where he like drives the bicycle all the way down to the bottom. It's actually freaking crazy. Pee pee poo poo is funny though. You're a 10-year-old. Your inner child is a 10-year-old child. Bro, I thought it was comedy, not tragedy. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of the comedies are actually there too. A lot of the movies is just comedies too. Like the Yakiniku Road. And... Oh, and the... Tamatama... like the balls. There's like three gay bald-headed dudes that are like main protagonists that works with Shin-chan, and that one is also really funny. God, I love that movie, and the Yakinikuro too. That one's just like actually legendary. It's so funny. I want to watch it with you guys so bad, guys. It's so funny. In Japan, I think they call them okama. Okama. And they're literally so sassy too. I love them. They're so sassy. They're like, oh no, honey, no, you don't. And I love the fact that they're like bald. Yeah, he flirts with one of the enemy villain because he's like really macho. And he was like, actually, I've been looking for a man like you. And the villain goes like, actually, me too. And the bald dude is like, really? And then the macho guy's, no. And the bald dude was like, you dare mess with someone's heart? And then that's when the battle starts. It's actually so funny. That's peak comedy right there. Old man yaoi. It's so funny. They're like, I think there's like around 25 movies so far. The very first movie is actually meant for meant for children, and it has to do with like the hero and like the villain, and you know. But the ones that came out after that, it's pretty peak. It's pretty peak. I really liked it. I still miss it sometimes, so I would go back and watch it. I don't even know where to even find it anymore. I don't know where to find it. The site is gone. Everything is gone. I found one site that still has a few of those, but the ones that used to be there are not there anymore. I feel like they lost the data of it. So yeah, sad times. I checked, and one of the ones that I actually wanted to watch weren't there. Where am I even supposed to find it? Right? Well, I can't even find it. It's the thing. I can't even find it. Google. Do you think I really haven't tried that before, buddy? Buddy, old pal, do you really think I haven't tried Googling it? I've told you, I tried finding it and I couldn't find it. That, one of the methods is of course Googling it. Do you think I haven't tried? Try searching deeper, Miki. Do you think I haven't tried? I have tried everywhere! In Korean too, and I still couldn't. But that's illegal. I am not supposed to do that. That's illegal. And let's not do that. Let's not do illegal things. This is illegal, guys. Don't do illegal things. Don't do drugs. Don't do cigarettes. Don't drink. Don't drink and drive. Don't do drugs. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're not supposed to do that. Yeah, I wouldn't do anything illegal, of course. I would never do that. I don't even know how to do that. What do you mean? But drinking and driving is so fun. Police officer, it's him. It's him. Take him. 911. What is your emergency? He's right here. Do you see that comment right here? Call the FBI's. FBI's in Minecraft. You're allowed to do anything bad in Minecraft. You're allowed to steal from people. You're allowed to house sit. Have you seen the villagers? They can't do anything about it. What do they got? Insurance? No, they don't. The only thing that's keeping them alive is golems. You hear me? You can't do anything. They can't do anything to you. As long as you don't hit them, then you're fine. You're gonna be fine. Just house it. What are they gonna do? Kick you out? No, they can't. And you can steal from the chests and everything. You can tell her, you can steal the entire savings. Take their savings account and everything. They can't do anything about it. They can't even hit you. They can't even hit you. You can't do anything. I still have a bit of morals in Minecraft, but I still look from their houses. What do you mean some morals? How can you have morals in Minecraft? What kind of morals are we talking about? Like saying hello before you steal their stuff? Like greeting them at least? Saying thank you after stealing after them? Is that is that the morals that you're talking about? Otherwise, what is there? I'm not stealing, I'm borrowing. Yeah, you're gonna put it back there, right? Double the amount, I hope. Yeah, that's what taxes are for. I'm a war criminal in Minecraft. Do you like put them underwater and everything? I've seen people make like factories of villagers inside a hole, and I didn't thought that would be possible, but anything is possible in Minecraft. I leave 1 carrot for their 5 stacks of meat. If I was a villager, I'd be pretty pissed because I hate carrots. If it was something else, I wouldn't really mind. I built a wall around the village and lit the place with torches so no monsters appear and they don't die. In exchange, I get all their things and kill all of their golems. その日、人類は思い出した。ダダダダダダリスにればダンダダンダンダンダンダンダンダンダダンダンダンダンダンダン Dun, 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 dun. Congratulations, you just built Wall Maria. Congratulations. Now they have no way of defending themselves. They don't even have soldiers. You don't know Attack on Titan? You never watched Attack on Titan before? That was peak joke and you didn't even get it. Watch Attack on Titan. I haven't watched it either, but I know the basics of it. But yeah. You watched it and you didn't get it? You watched the dubbing version, didn't you? You watched it all in sub or dub? Right, correct answers only. I get it, I just didn't laugh. I'm gonna commit seppuku. I'm not funny, guys. I'm not funny. I'm actually super boring. I'm exhaustingly boring that I make everybody yawn just by appearing on the stage. No, don't commit Sudoku. I don't even know how to play Sudoku. You're funny, just that particular joke was not fun. I'm going to commit seppuku. How could I not be funny? Nor. I must be funny. I need to be funny. I need to be more entertainable. You can say the word, you know? I will be graduating from Miki Kokoa account. Is that the word that you wanted to hear? Is that the word that you wanted me to say? He said you can say the word you know, and I was like, what word? Oh, that word. And then I brought up the word. What else word would they? What do you mean? What do you mean? What other words is there? Yeah, laugh, so I don't graduate. Laugh. Laugh, freaking damn it, laugh, damn it, laugh. Say ha ha ha, ha ha ha. Laugh like a lady, ha ha ha. Do you guys know that video? Like proper etiquette video, ha ha ha, ha ha ha. Ja ja ja. Fui fui fui, ha ha ha. Crying face, ha ha ha. That's not proper laughing. That's not proper laughing. I am Spanish. Ha ha ha, is that as word? I know what you mean. I just wanted to be silly. I know how to say jalapeno. You think I wouldn't know? Huh? Lol, LMAO even. Thank you for laughing. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. I very much appreciate you. Hola, buenos dias. I don't speak Spanish, but hello. Good afternoon. Please, only English. Thank you very much. Well, English or Japanese or Korean. I just don't speak Spanish. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yo quiero Taco Bell. Yo quiero Taco Bell. Taco Bell. Yo te quiero. 12 is 12. Yeah, I know. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17. Yeah. I took Spanish classes. What you mean? You can also try speaking milklish? Milklish? 2% milk, chalky milk, whole milk, non-fat milk, almond milk, oat milk, soy milk, coconut milk, half and half breve milk, heavy cream, cottage cheese, skinny milk. Yeah. You know 100? Nobody tell me. 100. Do you know how to say 100 in Spanish? 100, that's right. I'm gonna sell you to the highest bidder. Am I gonna get kidnapped? If it could cut up to 100 in Spanish, I'll give you 100. I probably won't be able to. I'm not even gonna try. I know I can't, but here it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 6, 6. Okay, well, I freaking quit. See, I failed already. I couldn't even get to 10. It's all over. I'm sorry. You can probably tell I failed Spanish classes, unfortunately. You can tell. You can tell. I failed. Close enough. I guess so. To be honest, I don't even know what 20 is in Spanish. Is it... Cedo? Cedo? 20. Ah, 20. Why? Why? 12 is 12, so it would make sense if I say cedo, right? Or dos say 0. Dos 0. Why? Because you flip the numbers. Right? That's how it works in Korean. You say it's literally 20 in Korean is literally 20. Thank you so much, Mar, for the $14 since you got up to 14. Thank you very much. Even though, well, technically I got wrong at 6, but you're being very generous. I thank you so much. Most of viewers know Spanish. I don't. I don't know. And I don't. I mean, I do want to learn at one point. I said 12 in English, therefore 20 must be 12. You have a point. Why isn't it 12? Right? Should be 3 for 30? 40? Nah. Fourth. I don't even know. You're so dumb at me. I can tell. It makes sense though, because in Korean it's literally 20. 2 in Korean is E, and then 10 means ship. So E ship. 210. Please insult me in Spanish, Miki. I forgot the one that I know. Was it pinche pendeja? There was another one. What was it called? I heard it from one of the Spanish-speaking YouTuber. What was it called again? Remember the gender effects of the word. Honestly, you're insulting someone. Does it look like I would care about the gender? What, pendejo? Are you a pendejo then? Pinche pendejo? Congratulations, pendejo. See? Wait, no, I literally know it. It was like a really long one. It was, my memory's failing me. I've been inputting like other information into my brain. I think that one slipped out. Yes, we're Miki's little pendejo. Hola, soy Dora, I guess. Your name isn't Dora. Dora's the Explorer. I was like, oh, pinche tu madre, pinche tu madre. Yeah, pinche tu madre. Did I get that correctly? I'm pretty sure he said that. I think I have that correctly. That is not the one? Honestly, when you're like... When you know a language that your mother language and then you move to like another country, you tend to forget that language. I'm just like a really odd case where I speak both fluently and then picked up another language in the middle of it. I'm like the weird case. That is for other cases, that's pretty normal to forget your mother tongue. It's very, very common. It just really depends on your environment. If your family speaks it or not around you, it makes you say it. And depending on the friends that you make. I had a lot of Korean speaking friends. That's why I still remember. And I also watch a lot of Korean YouTubers because I couldn't really get myself used to like the vibe that the American YouTubers give off. You know what I mean? They're really loud and they use like emotions and how they come across as like the funny moment. Where in Korean it's more about like the words that you choose and how strong words you use to be funny. I guess that's like the whole gig and like the comedy that they use. We know that Miki is a special case in a lot of... We know, sweetie. What do you mean by that, huh? What do you mean I'm special? I'm very special. I've been told that I'm very, very special from a very young age. Miki, you're just special. You're just special. Yeah, Spanish is technically my first language, but since I grew up speaking English, there are many things I either forgot or just never learned. And I've also heard from like a lot of Spanish-speaking families is that they get made fun of whenever you try to speak Spanish. That's what I've been told from a lot of times. Is that they will try to speak their mother tongue, but since they already forgot so much, or their like pronunciation is a little bit weird, or like their word choice isn't as natural, so they get made fun of. That's why they like slowly stop trying to speak in Spanish and gradually just forget it altogether. You know what I mean? Bro, I studied Chinese once and I gave up on the 50. But I'm returning to learning it since it is my subject now. I tried to learn Chinese true with like Duolingo and I just could not get it. Because of just look at it. Just look at it. Like, I'm like, you never even want to start learning it just by how complicated it looks. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the only thing that I know. And 我爱你. And then I stopped because it was way too complicated. And like there's so many accents and the different ways of speaking Chinese, and the simplified version and the not simplified versions. Yeah, Mandarin is very, very complex. So that's why Japanese is a lot more easier to pick up because it only uses like half of the kanjis. I'm not sure if Bing Chilling is an actual Mandarin word. I wonder how they put like English words into their own words though, like in Mandarin. How do they put that down? If I say hello, then how do they write that down on paper? Like, do they have like a special case or something? Probably with the pencil. Wow. I did not know that. I thought that only used paper and like ink and a brush. I didn't know that. You know, like the traditional brush with like black ink on stone? Yeah, I thought they used that the entire time. Wow, they know how to use a pencil. Wow. Wow, I didn't know that. Wow. No, I think it's the same thing as Spanish. They have the Latin words keyboard and write them as they sound. Really? Because I sometimes see them like write something entirely different on like text, like subtitles. I don't know. Especially from like English names too, you know? Naruto. Can you write in cursive, Miki? I actually can. Because I've been told that you need to know how to write in cursive when I had like English tutor. So she taught me how to write in cursive, along with my brother. So I know how to write in cursive, yeah. But it's a little hard to read. I sometimes, because I write notes during like observations. And because I need to write it down like really quickly, otherwise I forget it. So I like with my little pen, and then I go back home to write my report. And I look at my note and I'm like, what the heck does this say? I can't even read my own cursive. So sometimes I try to do it a little bit more simplified and take a little bit more time to make it more neat, which is beats the entire reason on why you're writing in cursives in the first place. That's because I was not here when I was in 2nd grade. I hope that answered your question. I was not here when I was in 2nd grade. I was not here. So when I first came here, I was granted to not be graded upon cursive. Because like, I couldn't even write English phrases or sentences when I first came here. Let alone cursive, you know? Oh, no worries. I haven't told you guys on when I came here anyways. Can you wait for the handwriting reveal stream? You can find my handwriting on the heartsync where it counts down the debut date. Like the one that I write on the drawing that she's made. Yeah, I just write it on there. I have a good handwriting. I don't think I have a bad handwriting or anything, but I just don't keep it up with it. I usually use electronics to write it down anyways because my typing is a lot more faster than my own writing. Not the tummy art. No. The countdown one. The countdown one. I actually don't remember who drew that picture. I don't really remember. I actually had a professor tell me that my handwriting should be used for writing encrypted messages. Guys, you should see how my brothers write. My brother has the worst handwriting ever. The worst. It is actually really bad. Like, that's what I've been... It really answers because he is terrible in artistic things. He just don't have the talents for it. He's not really interested in it either. So anything he does with his hands, it's not very good. You can't... Sometimes he can't even read his own handwritings, which is bad. And it doesn't really tend on fixing it either. He thinks he's all jolly and fine, which is not. Because he's pretty old. He turned, I think, 20 something. Like very early 20s. I think he's in his 20 right now, actually. Like right at 20. And he doesn't write like he's 20. He just needs practice. That's what he's been doing this entire student times. And he just doesn't get it. I don't know why. You don't remember your brother's age? Do I have to? We barely even talk. We're not that close together. I don't really care about his age either. He's just another family member. He's just mother's son. She's just my mom's son. That's all he is. To be fair, I need to write down my family's birthdays because I will forget it. I try to remember and try to do something special for their birthday. But sometimes I do kind of forget too until it becomes like super duper close. So I don't blame you there. I don't blame you. Because sometimes life can be busy. You can't always remember everybody's birthday. Especially if a lot of like siblings and everything. My family is just my dad, my mom, me, myself, and I, and my brother. That's all the families. And not to mention my other side of the families and like my aunts, uncles, and everything. They're all back in Korea, so I don't really have to, you know. When's my birthday, Miki? Have you ever shared your birthday with me? Also, hello, welcome in, Wiki. So yeah, it's just the four of us. And I rarely talk to my other family members too. Because they're all busy with their own lives, as they should be. Oh, probably? Okay. How am I supposed to know your birthday? I don't, you guys never told me. I have two sisters and the youngest tries to gaslight me about your age. Probably to be older, right? She's not going to realize that when I'm going to lie about my age, I'm going to make my age younger, not older. She's gonna become at that age too, where she has to lie about your age to make yourself younger. She's at the prime, okay? She doesn't understand yet. She doesn't realize that making yourself older is not a good thing. I am not lying about my age though, okay? What would I be? Huh? We all know she ancient. Am I older than the dinosaurs? Miki, you're already at the age where you lie about being younger? Should I be? Should I be lying about my age? You're right, guys. I'm actually 40 years old. I'm actually like 40 years old. I have a child. I have a little bitty son. I'm actually married to this guy named Gerald. I haven't seen him yet, but that's what he says he is on Twitter. If your birthday starts with 19, you're a dinosaur for real. Who is even born before the 2000s, right? Who isn't even born beyond that time? Can Gerald fight? Are you gonna fight Gerald? Oh, poor Gerald. Good luck finding him, because I don't even know where he is. Who is Gerald? Is that even his real name? I don't know. One name, Gerald. Yeah, but Gerald, if you're listening to this, then you should probably meet your son. He isn't born yet. He's somewhere in my heart. I haven't named him yet, but I was thinking of naming him Gerald III. Where's Gerald II? I don't know where he is. Gerald went to get milk. He better be back then. I don't even drink milk anymore. The third? I don't know, because the second sounds a little weird. The third sounds like the most promising, right? What do you mean Gerald the First? Gerald the Second? Gerald the Third is the real one right there. That sounds so much better. It rolls off of the tongue a little bit more naturally. Never talk about a woman's age, a man's salary, a streamer's viewer count. That's actually pretty relatable. Is he single? Probably not, because he's my husband. What do you mean? Excuse me. Who, my son? Me, Gerald the Third? Thank you. I have been blessed. Wait, let me put reverb. No, your husband? Is it... Are you trying to marry my husband? Is this what they call a polyamorous relationship? I'm not a big fan of polyamorous relationships, so you better back off from my Gerald. And my Gerald the Third. Is that the one prank about getting 3 pigs, and writing 1, 2, and 4 on them before releasing them into the public space and watching people frantically look for the 3rd? What? Was it like a societal experiment? You have a husband? Yes, his name is Gerald. And he lives in my Twitter account. Sharing is crazy. What do you mean? You want me to share my husband? My fake husband? You can have him. Go ahead. He's never been here for me anyways. He never has. Ever since we met, he never has. He's a failure of a husband. I'm divorcing him. I'm going to become a proud single mother. When you become an author and release a book, but make 8 different versions with different endings without telling anybody, and when they finally find out, say you made 9 books and watch them freak out. What is this experiment? What is this? It's like watching a novel, like visual novel, with different endings in different packs. Just watch them frantically try to talk it out, and say that you have the cursed one. Wow, and suddenly everybody is Gerald. Geraldo in Spanish. So that's where you've been all this time, huh? So you're not just a Twitter account. Okay. That's good to hear. That's very relieving. At least you're real. But anyways, guys, I think this is a very good stopping point for me, since I do have to do a lot of different things today, and I have to get going soon after I eat lunch. I'm gonna roll the R in Geraldo. I don't know how to roll my R's. Gerald. Ferrocarril, Namancio. But yeah. I'm in JoJo. Car? That was my very best impression of a car engine. Did you guys like it? That was my last present to you before I log off for today. Did you guys like it? I'm a very small motorcycle. I get around. But yeah. You loved it, okay? It was perfect. Thank you. Thank you. I'm very glad that you liked it. You're making me say something weird in Spanish, aren't you? I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it. I don't trust you. I don't trust you with Spanish, that is. But alrighty, and I must go away now. I must leave you all alone. But thank you so much for keeping me company. I really enjoyed our time together. Hopefully you guys also have the great rest of your day as well. I had a lot of fun. Very worried about this upcoming semester, but hopefully it goes by smoothly. Of course, thank you so much for stopping. Thank you so much for stopping by, guys. It's alright. Hey, life gets busy. As long as you remember to stop by. That's all that I care about. But yeah. Thank you so much for everything, guys. I hope you guys have a lovely day. Make sure to have a crunchy one as usual. I'm a little bit tired, that's why. But yeah, you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow for some Nikkei stream. Make sure that it's not 9 AM anymore, and I'm so sorry about that, guys. It's gonna be starting at 4 PM. But that means we can probably still do like 8 hours, and that is good enough, right? Did you ever do the monthly member gacha? I did. I did them this morning. 4 PM, which time zone? CST. You can also probably press the notify me button next to the waiting rooms if you like a notification. That also reminds me, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and leave a comment, and hit that bell button when you can. But yeah, make sure you guys have a great one, okay? I'll miss you guys. Kill you with a good time, probably. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Gonna miss ya. Good night. Or good afternoon. Logging off.